might have come across such advertisements on various social media platforms. Please note, all of these are fraudsters promising unbelievable returns through stock tips. I don't provide any calls or advisory services. I provide only educational content through my social media handles and through my website rachanaranade.com and rachanaranade.in. Hey folks, CA Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to a very interesting video. And this video is also special because it's at the cusp of an amazing festival, which is the Ganesh festival, celebrated at a large scale, especially in the state of Maharashtra. So we always say this whenever we start anything. We generally say this: "Bola Ganapati Bappa Moria." Shreya Monki, Ganapati Bappa Moria. All right. So let's discuss about one stock today. One stock which so many people keep on asking me about. In fact, one of the students that I met, she was, I think, my MBA student or something like that, and she was asking me about Geo SIM cards. And I said, okay, what is your analysis, this, that, whatever. And she said, ma'am, but since it got listed on the stock exchange, I was like, what got listed on the stock exchange? She said, that Geo Telecom. I said, that is not listed. This company has got nothing to do with SIM card wala Geo. This company is Geo Financial Services Limited, and this is an NBFC. Okay, so has got nothing to do with Geo Telecom. First things first, clear? Okay, fantastic. But then what does the company do? We are going to go into that. But before that, just a quick basic point, that this company was incorporated back in 1999, and the name of the company was Reliance Strategic Investments Private Limited. Then the name was changed to Geo Financial Services Limited when on July 25th, 2023. Okay. Now, what does the company do? The company basically is a systemically important non-deposit taking NBFC. I hope everyone knows what is systemically important non-deposit taking NBFC. It's like a too big to fail category. That is why it's called as a systemically important. And typically more stringent norms are given to such companies. Very important point, they have also gotten an approval to operate as a CIC, also known as a core investments company. Now, what do I mean by that? Whenever a company is allowed to operate as a CIC, it means that they are not going to have a very different business of their own. Means what? They are not going to go into hardcore manufacturing or something like that. They are not going to go into hardcore services also. But then what are they going to do? They are going to act as an investment company who invests in different companies who have their own businesses. Simple. So one last time, Geo Financial Services is a company which is like the holding company. They are not going to do any business per se, but they are going to invest in different companies who have their own businesses, and that is how the holding company will benefit if the businesses of their subsidiaries grow. Simple till here. Okay. Now, to understand this better, what we are going to do is we are going to take a graphical presentation of this, and for that have a look at this. Now, this is the holding company that we are referring to, Geo Financial Services Limited, and all these are the subsidiaries. Now, whatever you can see in gray, that is their existing business, and whatever you can see in orange, that is their new business, upcoming business. Now, if we try and understand which are these companies, what is their main business. So, if you can see, for example, Geo Finance Limited, it's an NBFC. So, basically, it's going to raise money and give loans. Geo Leasing is into leasing, as the name suggests. Geo Insurance Broking can be compared with something like Policy Bazaar. So, where they are going to act as a insurance aggregator, and they'll have tie-ups with different insurance companies. And how will they earn? They will earn by way of commission when they sell insurance policies. Then we also have Geo Payment Solutions. They are like a payment aggregator regulated by RBI. Basically, they can also provide infrastructure, something like payment gateways, right? Plus, they also have one more subsidiary, which is an investment holding company. They have Geo Payment Banks, which is again a payment bank regulated by RBI. So I'm sure you might have heard about Airtel Payment Bank. You might have heard about Paytm Payment Bank. So all these payment banks are essentially banks, but with some limitations, with some restrictions, basically. Plus, they have also proposed a JV with BlackRock. It's a 50-50% JV. And when they start operating this at full scale, you can imagine that they are planning to even enter broking. So, for example, like we have Zerodha, we have Upstocks, we have other broking companies. This company could also go into broking. So, we can have something like Geo Broking. We never know. They are also planning to go into, they are also planning for an AMC, an asset management company. So you never know, again, you may have a mutual fund of this house as well. So very interesting things. So what we are going to do in the next section is we are going to try and understand what are their plans, their upcoming plans, and whatever has been discussed in the Q1 FY25 investor presentation. Now let's understand about their future plans. Plans are as at FY26. So these are estimated figures for FY26. Now for Geo Finance Limited, they are planning to have disbursement of loans, or a loan book, you can imagine something like that. Loan AUM is what you can imagine, up to 60 lakh crore rupees. For JV with BlackRock, they are planning to have a mutual fund AUM of approximately 79 lakh crore rupees. For Geo Insurance Broking, they are planning to have a gross written premium valuation of 15 lakh crore rupees. And for Geo Payments Bank, total digital payments of 3,892 lakh crore rupees. Oh my god, this is huge, right? But now let's also try and understand for each and every business line of these, what are there any additional business updates, again taken from the same source, that is investor presentation. Now for Geo Finance Limited, they have commenced vendor financing from May 24. They have also introduced loan against mutual funds, and home loans is currently in the beta version. They are also looking forward for launching loan against property and loan against securities. So all in all, just to sum up, when I'm talking about Geo Finance Limited, they are going to raise money and give loans. But what we have discussed here is some types of loans they have already started disbursing, some are in the beta phase, and some are in the pipeline. Simple till here. Now, next, if I'm talking about Geo Insurance Broking, if you remember, I had compared that with Policybazaar, and they have tied up with 31 insurance companies as on date. They have also launched their digital auto and two-wheeler insurance on the Geo Finance app. Okay, as far as their AMC business is concerned, they have already identified the key leadership position, and also the tech platforms are in the advanced stages of development. Talking about the Geo Payment Bank update, they currently have received an approval to set up 16,000 business correspondent outlets. That is a pretty big number. Just in case if you don't understand what are business correspondents, they are like agents, okay, who connect with the banks and with the customers. So agent will be like a bridge between whom and whom, between customers and the banks. So 16,000 business correspondents is going to be good. More the correspondents, more is the business growth possibility, right? Plus currently they also have 1 million plus CASA customers as well, current account saving account customers. Now if I'm talking about Geo Payment Solution business, that also has a nice business update. Now they have integrated or embedded UPI on their payment, on their billing terminal or on their billing devices, and they are also looking forward to launch EMI on credit or debit cards and brand EMIs. Now just in case if you have not understood this last part, what do you mean by UPI going live? So for that, let me just quickly give you an example. Now if you go to my website rachanaranade.com and just let's assume that someone wants to start their journey with basics of stock market. By the way, I have logged in to this account, right? Basics of stock market, acha mutual fund nahi chahiye, only basics of stock market, let us say. If I go to checkout, I press next. There are some details which you will not be able to see, they are blurred out. Then you can see that, okay, promo code is also there. This promo code is applicable only for the next 2 days. So if you want to enroll for any of the courses, please don't forget to apply the coupon code teacher. Okay, then you hit proceed to payment. Now you can see here redirecting to payment gateway. So right now on my website I have a payment gateway of PayUmoney, but if Geo comes up with something that, okay Rachana, we are ready to give you a payment gateway with a lot of options. Now here you can see UPI. Earlier, when I started my website, UPI option was not available. Only cards was available, net banking was available. Slowly and steadily, they also started coming up with options. So Geo currently, the point that I was telling you, they have come up with this UPI also. So if someone clicks on UPI, acha, okay, whatever, आगे का information दिख रहा था. Anyways, so if someone clicks on UPI, again options will be available. Plus credit card, debit cards options are also available. EMI is also available, right? So all in all, just to sum this up, I hope you have understood what are the facilities that Geo Payment Solutions is coming to is looking out for, right? Now, two important points remain in this video. One is about technical analysis and one is about the valuations part. You might be like, Rachana, today you are not going to talk about screener, their financials. Now, I'll be really honest with you. Whatever we have discussed for Geo Finances till now, the thing is that they have not started any of their business at a full-fledged level. So talking about their income dropped by this much, interest income dropped by this much, and dividend by this much, it's a very chiller level. So rather than focusing on the financials right now, let us focus more on technicals and the valuation part, because just in case, if you have seen the valuation of Geo Financial Services, it is at a staggering value of 136. So is this justifiable or not? All these things we are going to talk about in the last section of this video. As usual, we are on TradingView, and if you see here, since 24th July, So more than a month, the stock has been in a sideways range, and here you can see that on 2nd of September there was a huge breakout candle. Okay, after which it has again retested to this level where it had multiple touch points. You can see this is the level of around 336, plus you can see that it's the 50 DEMA line also, 50 days moving average. So ideally the stock does have a strong support at 336. Ideally it should hold this. If not, then we'll have to see whether what happens on the next day of this. So all in all, just to understand two important points, yes, it's at a crucial support, but we also have to understand why this big green candle. There was a news on 2nd September which mentioned that there are certain tweaks that are coming in for a stock to be included in the F&O segment. Okay, so as per the earlier rules and regulations, Geo Finance Services could not have entered F&O, but now because the rules have tweaked, there is a chance that Geo Financial Services can go into the F&O space, and if that be so, they also may have a chance in the future to be a part of Nifty. But all these are futuristic things. Let's not comment on that. I'm just telling you what is the situation, why this stock shot up almost more than 7% in a single day. Now let's go to one more pain point, which is about their valuation. Stock P is at 136. It is at a very high valuation. Now, if I were to just say, okay, 136 is high up, okay, thank you, till then take care, Jai Hind, bye bye. I could have said that. Cut no kukuru. Example I'm telling. I could have said that. But now let us try and go one step ahead. This is going to be a little bit tricky part for those who are my pro investor members. They already know this because we had discussed this stock last year, and in that I had discussed this whole valuation part also. But for those who are not my pro investor members, I'm presenting in front of you the valuation that I had discussed for my pro investor members. You will understand how depth we go. To what extent, in how much depth we go while analyzing a specific stock, while I try to help you understand about the valuation game, right? So this is just a hypothesis. Try and understand this. Even if you don't understand this part, it's okay, right? First and foremost, let's see how much is the Reliance market cap. It's 19.92 trillion. Okay. How much is Geo Finance ka market cap? It is 2 trillion. Okay, I'm rounding off the figures. 2 lakh crores, that is 2 trillions. Okay. Now understand this. Geo Financial Services holds 6.1% of Reliance Industries. Okay. So whatever is the market cap, iska 6.1%. Let's calculate this. So how have I done that? I'm just taking you here. So this into 6.1%. Okay. This is Reliance ka share in Geo Finance ka market cap. Now let's go one step ahead. This is the Geo Finance ka market cap, which is 2 trillion. Okay. Now this out of 2 trillion, 1.21 trillion is only because of Reliance ka valuation. Okay. So if I were to calculate how much percentage of Geo Finance's market cap is because of Reliance ka market cap, what we are going to do is 1.21 divided by 2.15 lakh crores. So if you see here, this divided by this, which comes to 56.47%. So one more time, in simple words, Geo Finance ka market cap का 56.47% value is only because of Reliance. So now let's understand how much is the market cap of Geo Finance without Reliance Industries. So this is going to be 100 minus 56.47, that is 43.56. Okay. Now we have understood, okay, out of the total market cap, 2.15 lakh crore, only 43.53% is because of its own valuation of businesses. Now also let's go one step ahead and see, this is at market cap level. Now let's go at individual stock price level. The stock price of Geo right now as I shoot the video is 337.15. But this also has the Punyai, it also has some component of Reliance Industries ka share price. So we are going to remove that. So we are going to just multiply this by 43.53%. So only Geo ka share price without Reliance effect is 146.67 rupees. Now with this is only price. If I were to do P by E, this is only price. So what I'm going to do directly for P by E, that is price earning ratio, the screener P was 136. How did I check this? Here 136. So I'm now going to do 136 ka 43.53%. That comes down to 59.21%. 59.21. Okay. Now the big question. Even though I have sliced off, now I'm summing this up, okay? Please understand. Even though out of Geo, I have sliced off the Reliance effect, still the PE stands at 59. And if I take Reliance into consideration, the PE stands at 136. Big question is that if I'm slicing out Reliance, 59.21, is this PE justifiable or not? Main thing that is happening right now is people are just betting on what could happen with all the businesses that they have invested into. Could geo broking become big? Could geo insurance broking become big? Could AMC become big? Could the NBFC blast? So all these are the bets that people are really betting on. But the big question is, we have to ask Mota Bhai that Mota Bhai have su che? Have su che? Correct? I learned this today only. So what does that mean? Mukesh ji, what next? Whatever plans we can see in the investor presentation, will they get executed in time? If they do, fantastic. What are the futuristic plans? Are they also going to, come into execution in a big way? If yes, then this could be really interesting story, because it's like abhi to party shuru hui hai. All these businesses have been set up, top level managements have been identified, some are in the beta stage, some have just started. So it is going to be a very interesting stock to watch out for in the next few years. So do let me know your thoughts about Geo Financial Services in the comment sections, and I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please don't forget to smash the like button. Please don't forget to share this video with your friends. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.